Thank you for joining me for another of my mini videos where we pause, reflect on something meaningful. So then when we can continue much better. Today's focus is still around boundaries, but not boundaries with other people, but actually boundaries with ourselves. Boundaries, simply said, are rules for what's okay and what's not okay. And to make it even more focused, I want all of us to pause and ask ourselves, check in with ourselves. What are my rules of behavior treating myself after I fail at something that's important to me? Do I beat myself down? Do I criticize myself? Do I even call myself names? Maybe I'm so stupid, I'm idiot. How could I have done that? How could I have said it? Why I didn't say that? Something in that way. Or do we actually give compassion to ourselves? Now, studies also show that the way how we treat ourselves, our bodies actually react to that. So when we are self-critical, our bodies generate actually stress hormone cortisol. When we give ourselves compassion, that's where we actually can calm down. Even if we just put a hand on your heart and just feel it in your body, check in with your heart, that can actually produce oxytocin that actually can calm you down a little bit, especially when you add some kind words and thoughts. Perhaps when we fail, okay, it's how do I feel? Okay, check in. Compassion actually comes from Latin compassio, and pati from the old origin was not just suffer, but also a part of that was endure and experience. And I like that experience part of that word because it's compassion, experience with in the translation. So when we do this, when we put just a hand on our heart at that moment after we fail, when we catch ourselves, we are creating all these stress hormone for ourselves by beating ourselves down in our thoughts. We can just pause, put your hand on your heart, and just stay there. Connect with yourself. Just be present. Experience yourself at that moment. And I invite you to think about what is at least one kind thing you could say to yourself. Wow, it really hurts. And you know what? This is all of us, humanity, all people have experienced failure at one point or another. It's a common human experience. And I know that I'm worthy of success. I'm worthy of receiving kindness, even when I've messed up. Even when my brain doesn't want me to be compassionate with myself, I still deserve kindness. Just an example of something that we can say to ourselves. So to end this mini segment, I want to end with a reminder for us. How do we treat ourselves when we fail? What are the rules? And you can create a new rule. If you make no longer okay criticizing yourselves, then there's an alternative path of compassion and just being and experiencing yourself, being compassionate with yourself. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions or connect with me. And I look forward to seeing you in some other video.